Where do superbugs come from? Bacteria are all around us, but are so small we can't see them without a microscope. And they are completely different sorts of creatures to viruses. Viruses contain no cells, and this means they are simpler life forms than bacteria. But there is another important difference between viruses and bacteria, as only bacteria can be killed by antibiotics. Viruses are completely unaffected by antibiotics. Most viruses are harmless, just causing a few days of the common cold. And many bacteria are also harmless, living in our gut or on our skin. And these bacteria are even important to keep us healthy. But some bacteria cause disease, like tuberculosis, gonorrhea, and typhoid. And we should respect all bacteria because there is something they can do that humans will never be able to do. For humans to share our genes, represented here by gold and silver foil, takes a generation, as we can only pass them to our offspring. But bacteria can do something amazing with their genes. They can share their genes anytime, any place, with bacteria who are just their neighbours. And if a bacteria comes along whose genes have mutated to code for protection against an antibiotic, multiple bacteria can use this technique called lateral gene transfer to code for protection to the same antibiotic themselves in a flash. And this is called antibiotic resistance. And superbugs form when bacteria get genes coding for resistance to several different types of antibiotic, making them almost untreatable. We can never eliminate bacteria, we have to learn to live alongside them. So is there anything we can do to stop them turning into monsters? Well, in fact, there is, because we have our brains. It seems bacteria can evolve faster than humans are discovering new antibiotics. And each time we use antibiotics pressurizes bacteria to mutate. So overuse of antibiotics increases the risk of superbugs. But there is lots we can all try and do to slow this process down. Firstly, it's really important we don't use antibiotics for viruses. Antibiotics only work for bacteria. And the second thing we can do is always finish courses of antibiotics. Even missing 1 or 2 antibiotics off the end of a course can make bacteria mutate more. And the third thing we can try and do is eat meat free from routine antibiotics, as half of all antibiotics are used in healthy farm animals and poultry. When animals are kept squashed together in battery farming or intensive unhealthy conditions, which might use antibiotics up quicker for sick humans. Antibiotics are a finite resource. Every time we use them, we are using them up.